guys, it's Karen V, and today I'll be taking you through a beginner lower body workout that is knee friendly. It's low impact, so you can breathe easily knowing that it's going to be safe. And the best part is you really don't need any equipment, you just need your body. I do happen to have a Reebok step out here for a little bit of elevation, so if you have something like this, it could help, but it's not necessary. Or if all you have is a step nearby, that works out great. I often come outside and work out and use a step as my bench or as elevation, so feel free to do that. It's all about making do with what you have. Before we get started, I want to talk to you about how many reps you guys will be doing. Each set that I do here is going to be 15 reps. But if you happen to burn out a lot sooner than 15 reps, that's totally fine. And also, if you feel that once you get to 15 reps that you can actually do more, just pause the video, keep going. So keep that remote nearby or your phone nearby and just keep going until you're ready to end your set, okay? You can do this at your own pace. And if at any time you need to pause the video to get some water or just to take a breather, that's totally fine. It's all about doing everything safely yet effectively. So let's get our lower body working.
The glute bridge is a super popular lower body exercise. I find that if I elevate my feet, my hamstrings are working so much harder, but if that's too much, you can rest your feet flat on the floor. Set your feet hip width apart, press your palms down into the floor, and be sure to breathe while you're doing all of these exercises. For this one, inhale as you lower your body and exhale as you lift your glutes off the floor. When you lower your body, try not to let your glutes touch the floor to keep the tension throughout the entire set. This exercise is definitely more comfortable if you rest your forearms up on a step or on a stack of books. It helps to keep your back straight, not arched. We are working the right glute here, so straighten out that right leg, flex your foot, and squeeze the glutes on the way up, and slowly control your leg on the way down, so that you're working your muscles on both the up and down phases of each rep. Try not to let your toes touch the mat to keep that tension. I mean, if it does for a second, it's okay. You know what I'm getting at. We want to try to avoid resting our muscles in the middle of a set. Rest is for at the end of the set. Let's take that rest now. This feels so good. Breathe, stretch, and rest. Enjoy this moment. Time to work the left side. Straighten out that left leg, flex your foot, and squeeze the glutes on the way up, and slowly control your leg on the way down so that you're working your glute muscles on both the up and down phases of each rep. Keep those toes off the mat if you can. Keep your back straight. Really try not to arch it. That's easy to do if you're not focused on your form. Okay, same positioning here, except you're going to bend at the knee, flex your right foot, and imagine you're pushing something up against the ceiling. Really think about keeping that foot flat, like you're trying to balance a brick on top of your flat foot. You'll feel this a little more in the hamstrings compared to the straight leg lift we just did. Inhale on the way down and exhale on the way up. And let's really burn it out and pulse for a quick set of 8. Stretch it out. Best part, right? Breathe. This feels so good. Working the left side, bend at the knee, flex your left foot, and push that flat foot up towards the ceiling. Inhale on the way down, exhale on the way up. Control your movements. Nice, slow, and controlled. Burn it out, set of 8, let's get it. And stretch and breathe. So here we are going to work the quads in the safest way possible. Lying flat on your back, bend the left knee so that your left foot is flat on the floor. Flex the right foot, keep your leg straight, and raise that leg up in a very controlled manner. Lower it slowly. You can't help but feel your quads working here. Also, focus on keeping your lower back pressed into the mat so that your back isn't arching. This will help you to avoid injuring your back, which could result from an uncomfortable stressor. Inhale on the way down and exhale on the way up. Try not to let your foot touch the floor if you can help it. Right to the other side, same exact form. Bend the right knee so that your right foot is flat on the floor. Flex the left foot. Keep your leg straight and raise that leg up in a very controlled manner. Lower it slowly. Also focus on keeping your lower back pressed into the mat so that your back isn't arching. Inhale on the way down and exhale on the way up. Try not to let your foot touch the floor. The leg press. This exercise is so good for your quads and hamstrings, and it's truly amazing how much you feel this just by using your body weight. I mean, really, if you have proper form on these exercises, your muscles will definitely be challenged. Inhale on the way in and exhale as you push your leg out. As you can see, I'm resting on my forearms and I'm making sure that my shoulders are down. They're not scrunched up. That can get a little uncomfortable and stressful for the neck and the shoulders. So keep those shoulders down the whole time. Lying on your left side, prop yourself up on your left forearm, keep your back straight, head and neck in alignment with your spine, shoulders relaxed. Both knees are slightly bent, and as you can see, I'm not raising my leg as high as possible. I'm going about halfway up. Inhale on the way down and exhale on the way up. Control is the name of the game in all of these exercises. And let's pulse for a quick set of 8, really burn out that outer thigh. So we're going to move on to working the inner thigh on the opposite leg. So you're going to prop yourself up in the same position. Your right leg will be bent and behind the left leg, while the left foot is flexed and the left leg is straight. This inner thigh move is small and faster, but still very controlled. The key here is definitely keeping the foot off the floor. Now lie on your right side, prop yourself up on your right forearm, keep your back straight, head and neck in alignment with your spine, shoulders relaxed, both knees are slightly bent, and as you can see, I'm not raising my leg as high as possible. I'm going about halfway up. Inhale on the way down and exhale on the way up. Control is the name of the game on all of these exercises. So we're going to move on to working the inner thigh on the opposite leg. So you're going to prop yourself up in the same position. Your left leg will be bent and behind the right leg, while the right foot is flexed and the right leg is straight. This inner thigh move is small and faster, but is still very controlled. The key is keeping your foot off the floor. Make sure you're breathing and focusing on the inner thighs. This is where a step comes in handy. You can use any step, it doesn't matter. Place your feet hip width apart. You can balance by holding onto something nearby, or you can place both hands on your hips if you have good balance. Simply raise your heels up, working your calves, and control the movement on the way down, lowering your heels just below the step. Breathe and stay focused on controlled movements.
I hope you guys felt challenged, and I hope you enjoyed this beginner lower body workout that is easy on the knees. If you did, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, be sure to subscribe and hit that bell so that you never miss one of my future videos. Thanks so much for working out with me today, and I will see you next week. Bye. This has been the most stressful video that I've had to film so far because my son actually broke my light that I use for my videos. So I had to make do. I said, how am I gonna make this happen? I came outside and I'm doing this on my front porch that is actually not just our porch. So I did what I had to do. I got it done, and I'm actually super proud of this video. This is too much mumbo jumbo. Okay. Can you just watch?
We have finished your outdoor vitamin and do a couple other things.
I want to stay with Mama.
When you're done doing your things, you can come back out.
We have to get ready to go, honey. We have to leave very soon.
Are you
I'm
coming?
very close to being done.
Are you coming, Mom?
Yes, of
Very
course.
soon. Come on.